You are listening to 104.1 KQTH, Tucson's News and Talk. I am the beautiful man. Sitting right across from me is my sexy sidekick, Ross. Taking your telephone calls at 751-1041. Mr. Charles in charge. Yes, my friends, this is a celebration.
The celebration!
Celebration of the big top, the conservative circus, the greatest show on earth. And welcome to hour 3 of the James C. Harris Show. And it's a Friday, man. It's Friday. Things are going to get kind of wacky. We got to still hit some more national politics before the show is over. But first, I wanted to just kind of take a break because we have a big event happening this weekend. Earlier this week, I had Joey Rogers and a few of the dancers, 2 dancers that are going to appear in the ballet Cinderella this Sunday. Now, I have someone very, very special with Miss Soleste Lupu. Welcome to 104.1 KQTH.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
We've had you in before. It's always great to have you here. Now you're here without Joey, so we'll be able to have a calm conversation.
I don't know. I'm here with you, so that can't be calm,
right? It can get crazy. It can get crazy. Let's start with this, Celeste. I want an introduction to the audience because, of course, not only are you and Joey involved in this fantastic work, Dancing with the Streets, but, of course, we had you in recently because we're talking about your mom and the history, in Tucson and just how special she was to that. And I just want to talk a little bit about her again and this work, Dancing in the Streets.
Well, my mother was Marian Lupu, and she was the founder for Pima Council on Aging. So she had a lifelong career with advocacy for elders and to the community. And she was our board president after she retired with her encore career. This is our first show without her. She died in August, and so it's a challenge to get through this show.
Well, it is, when you came in here, I'm like, okay, I know a little bit about theater because great friends in American theater. I used to do a little bit of theater. My daughter was in theater. This is going down on Friday or Sunday. So, Sunday. I mean, you're in the middle of Tech Week is over. We're setting stuff up. We're getting things over. Boom, boom, boom. So it's very, very hectic. And then with that in the back of your mind as well, it has to be a challenge, but also at a certain level, it's kind of neat because it's going on.
Well, it does feel like I'm touched by Guardian Angel, all of us. I do feel her presence with us still. And like I said, we were loading the theater today. You can see the big bags under my eyes. We have a call for dancers at 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock we do a run through. We unfortunately don't get a whole week in the theater to do tech.
Well, see, that's just it. I mean, it's because you were at I think at the Pima County
Proscenium Theater, Pima College.
So you don't. That's not your. If it were your own, you would probably have that luxury, or does it not work like that with dance?
Well, if we had the $1 million donor, we would do a full week in any theater.
And we're asking for that. If they want to show up, that would not be a bad thing at all.
Right. It's a challenge with the nonprofit that we have. We don't have a huge budget, so we have to cram in tech dress in 2 days.
Now, the other day we had the 2 of the stars of the show. They were great, absolutely great, young, vibrant, fit. And they were excited about the upcoming performance. Dancing in the Streets really gives these kids an amazing opportunity, doesn't it?
It really does. And the best thing about this show is that Alvaro is our homegrown student.
Exactly.
And he has been dancing at State Street Ballet professionally. So the younger kids get to see him and have a chance to see what their career is like. And they are a delight to work with. I have to tell you, Cinderella Savannah, she is just delightful, great with the kids. They've been teaching classes all week. The kids have been so, Miss Cinderella's teaching. So it really is a joy to see that.
Now, I have heard that Dancing in the Streets was nominated for yet another award. Tell me about that.
Well, we were nominated for the Copper Cactus Award. I'm apologize, I don't know the exact title of it, but we just received an email the other day. It's a prestigious award, and I believe we're under the category of Tucson Electric Power, nonprofit organizations. So that's a huge honor, and I know that it was one that my mom had tried to get us nominated for before she passed. So I feel like it's somebody from above is helping us.
Again, I get excited. The first time I met Joey, I knew very little about the company, but I think I met Joey when he was judging a dance contest that
Dancing with Our Stars,
right,
yeah.
Aaron Christensen was involved in.
Yep.
And over the years, I've gotten to know him, and then we were doing an event together maybe about a year and a half ago, and people were like, "Hey, Joey," and I'm like, "Whoa, dude." Yeah, I kind of like that. So that was really neat. But what's great is they're known for this. I mean, for your dance company, they're doing such great work in the city. And with the kids, you'll be involved in the kids. And it has to be, as you just said a moment ago, it has to be a thrill to have Alvaro come back.
It's like every great teacher that I've talked to, it takes 10 years to produce one dancer. If you get one that goes pro, then your life work is worthwhile. And this really is wonderful because Alvaro's life was truly changed. He would not have gone in this trajectory had his sister not started ballet. So,
and I think was it your mom that roped him in?
My mom.
Your mom roped him in. She said, "When are you going to come in here and practice? When are you going to come in and join?" And eventually it clicked.
Every day he would come in with his sister chaperoning her for class, and my mom would ask her, "So are you going to take class today? You going to take class today?" And no, not today, not today. I think 2 years she asked him, and then one day he just said, "Okay, why not?" And
here he is. You know,
Yeah.
again, another legacy to your mom. But again, meeting the young man, I was thrilled. It was my first time meeting him. But to your point, and especially we're talking about ballet, we're talking about dance.
Yeah.
We're not talking about like other sports, not to diminish them, but you can see a prodigy or someone who's good in basketball. You can see them develop. It's the same thing with football. There's so many people involved in it, so you'll get that one or two. I can think about some of the youth leagues my kids played in. Some of those kids went pro and were like, "Hey, we know him," or they're in college. "Hey, we played with him." But for dance, it takes a longer time for that type of talent to develop. And for him to excel, I mean, I knew something was special when I was talking to him. This is a very rare and cool thing.
Well, not to insult sports, but they say if ballet were easy, it'd be called football. Ballet is one of the hardest things to master. And one of the nice things about boys is that it's not uncommon for boys to start older, 17, 18. But when they do, they can excel so much faster than girls even because they are so focused and driven and realize how much time they have. Whereas girls start when they're 3 or 4 on average, and by the time we get to 14, 15, boys are in the picture and we start to, lose our focus. So actually, it really isn't that uncommon for boys to get a later start in dance.
All I know is when I saw a couple of the ballet dancers, I've seen, I'm like I said, more into the theater thing, but what really impressed me is when I saw, I think it was the Magic Flute out in D.C. a couple years ago. Those guys' thighs. I mean, and they jump. I mean, if they had a basketball, they could be jumping above the backboard. The athleticism was just simply amazing to me. And so knowing that and seeing, your young dancers here, I mean, they are on track and it's absolutely fantastic. Tell us a little bit about Sunday's performance.
Sunday's performance starts at 2 p.m. It's at the Pima Community College Proscenium Theater, and tickets are 10, 12, and 14, and they're selling out pretty quickly, so you can buy tickets online at Pima Community College. You can buy them in person at the box office, or you can purchase them over the phone.
Fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, I am trying to, Joey told me, to come on down and check it out. I have plans to do just that, but I was really happy to have the dancers in, really happy to have Joey in, and I'm thrilled to have you in as well. And as I told you before, when the community, you guys are doing things in the community, you let me know about it. We're going to make sure that my audience knows about it, and I want to encourage them to go out and just to support this homegrown great work that's happening right here in Tucson.
Thank you. And we really, really appreciate James, all that you've done to help promote us and get the word out. And to your audience, if you've never seen a ballet before, don't be intimidated. This is a fun ballet. We always try to make things humorous. The mayor of Tucson is scared to do a bit part. So
I was just breaking bad on him, but I better shut up now. That's fantastic. Celeste, thank you for coming in today. I know how hectic it is for you.
Yep,
so we're not going to keep you, but we'll probably see you on Sunday.
Fabulous.
All right,
Thank you.
my friends. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH, Tucson's News and Talk. 1041 KQTH and Curtis Plumbing recognizes and salutes Deputy Jay Corza from the Pima County Sheriff's Department as April's First Responder of the Month. Nominate a first responder you know at 1041KQTH.com. Ross, I have a problem.
Is this a new problem, an ongoing problem, or something that you've not wanted to discuss until now?
It's an ongoing problem.
I see. You mean other than Mac problems?
Didn't want to discuss it really until now.
I see. Okay.
My daughter is growing up too fast. I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah, I could have told you that when you first moved down here.
It's like going way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she has a driver's license, I don't see her that much anymore. It's like, then I'm like, I try to get a hug, can daddy get a kiss? And she gets all, offended and everything. I don't know what to do.
You didn't go through this with your boys?
No, God, no. No.
So they didn't grow up fast enough.
No, they can get out.
So they didn't grow up fast enough.
Right.
Gotcha.
They can get out.
Okay.
But baby girl, this is too much. This is too much. I'm serious. She just texted me. She wants to do something. When am I going to see you? What about dad? That's what I said. What about dad? She's ha 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 ha. That's her response. What about me? Ha 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 ha. I was told, you go through this thing with your kids. Yeah. But it just seems to me, we just celebrated the 24th anniversary. I guess it's about time, but still, it seems to me that just yesterday, well, I was there when she was born. Charles, don't look at me like that. You have kids? Yeah, I didn't think so.
We put the mic in there.
No, he does. But he's looking out. Look how he's staring at me. Look how he's looking at me. All right. I just wanted to share it. I just these things. It's been happening to me. It's been happening a lot. The few times I see her during the week.
Well, how old is she now?
16.
Yeah.
I mean, in a couple of years, she's gone. So she thinks.
She'll come back.
No, she won't.
She'll come back.
That's why I'm not going to let her go.
To see mom.
She won't come back. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, she's already thinking about college, right?
She thinks she wants to go to college. I don't know if I'm going to let that happen.
Oh, so you just want her to stay at home?
Pretty much. I want her to turn back into a little girl again.
I see.
Well, there it is. I got that off my chest now.
I think it might have been purged, by the way.
Today, Tucson Republicans are in a tizzy over the fact that tinkling Steve Kosachik doxed his Republican opponent in the next election. You caught that reference?
That's in the article?
Yeah.
In the article?
No, I'm just reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's tinkling.
Yes.
The tinkler. Yeah, he doxed his Republican opponent in the next. Dox means to publishing personal information about people on the internet, often including real name, known aliases, address, phone numbers, social security numbers, credit numbers, etc. Republicans think that Special K doxed a Republican. There's only one problem with the complaints. Special K didn't do it. He showed a picture of the guy's house, in the street number, but no one knows what street it is, and no one even knows the guy's name. Who was the Republican he's talking about? The Republican opponent running against Special K. You hear anything about it? Charles, you hear anything about it? No. I asked around. No one knows the guy's name. I checked the Pima County website. Nothing at all. You can't dox a guy no one knows. Come on, people. There's so much we can go after Special K for. Raising fees, begging for more tax money, the broke down streets, doxing. That's not
What
one
do
of
you
them.
mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
I mean, you people who fell for the lie about Special K before I got to town. He was sitting up on John Justice's show every Friday acting like a Republican, riding the Tea Party wave, and once he got in, he punked us and became a Democrat and started punking us on a daily basis. That's who you people are.
Can we be fair and say that's a lot of people?
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people that got punked by
Let's
that.
call him out on what he's doing, not on something like doxing. He ain't doxing somebody. So, what we ought to do is, I ought to open up my Facebook page. No, let's open up one. Should I open up my Facebook page or the station's Facebook page? Because I want to start itemizing all the things Special K has done to, urinate all over us. And somebody go on my Facebook page and tell me who this guy is, who's running against the Republican, running against Special K. We should do it on QQ. Ross says we should do it on KQTH's page. KQTH's page. Like the page, okay? Like the page, and then tell us some. Go ahead. It's like complain about the stuff Special K has done. We should put up a thread there so it's not spread all over the place. We'll contain it. I'll leave that to you. Okay. Thank you, Ross.
Got to make sure it's a constant stream, right?
Maybe I should have.
We don't need any firewalls, right?
We don't need firewalls. Constant stream. We want a constant stream of thought. Special K. All right. Yeah. Itemizing all the things Special K has done to whiz all over the good people of Tucson. Hey, Special K, we're 64 first out of 64. Yeah, Special K, thank you for your part in whizzing all over Tucson. Yeah, and if anybody knows who the Republican is running against Special K, see, am I complaining? I think I am. We have the number one local talk show host in the afternoons. I don't think there is anybody else, is there? Should we know these things? Should I have to work to know these things? I shouldn't have to work. Somebody should all call me, right? I know why they don't.
The name that keeps coming up is Steve Montenegro.
Shut your mouth.
That's the name that keeps coming up.
I know why he didn't call me. Now I know. Well,
this is from the Tucson Weekly, though.
Charles said why. The Weekly? Is that dated?
From 2 days ago.
Are you serious? You referenced the Weekly?
That's what
on
they
this
said.
show? Oh my God! You're listening to 104.1 KQTH. How Charles gonna come in here and tell me I gotta let her go? I have to let her go. Are you gonna keep her locked up in the house all the time? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well,
What?
She's eventually going to let you go.
No, she won't.
Well, you'll be dead before her.
Hopefully.
Well, right.
God forbid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She will eventually let you go.
That's got to be the parents' worst nightmare. And I don't even want to go down that road.
Bearing your kids. Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. And I've had some friends who have done that. But see, that's the kind of freaky stuff you think about now. My kids want to travel. They want to go overseas and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, why? And it reminds me of how I was when I traveled. My father was freaking out. It's coming back. My mom said it was going to come back and bite me in the assets. Let me see. See, I asked her, go on a daddy-daughter date, and she said, I have a tournament. I have something to do. She just texted that. Oh, okay. Correction. Ross Vale is unincorporated. It's not a city. Well, listen, they didn't want to fall under city control, but so they're unincorporated, but they everybody's part of a home association, so they're still getting government.
So you're saying they're part of the county?
Yes, I believe so. Also,
you know what? Knowing what I know, that makes a ton of sense.
Vail and we were talking about wallet hubs. They rated the best place to raise a family in Arizona. Ross asked me where Vail was on that. Well, Vail's not, like I said, it's unincorporated. So is the Foothills.
But they're still part of Tucson.
But no, they're not. They don't pay Tucson taxes. They're part of the Pima County, but they're not part of Tucson. The Foothills, Oro Valley, Oro Valley is a city.
The only reason okay, so for instance, I grew up around Tanque Verde,
right,
and parts of that area are county,
right.
So we deal with sheriffs. We don't deal with TPD.
Yeah. So where you grew up, if it's still like that, they wouldn't be able to be included on the list.
Okay.
See.
Okay.
Now, having said that, they are on the list, especially Vail and Foothills. They're in the top 20 good places to raise a family. But Tucson, woo, 61. We're 61. Yep. Places to raise. Bose headphones. I wear Bose headphones because I like Bose headphones. I think the Beats headphones, they're crappy. They have good sound quality. Beats headphones were really about the streaming that came along with it. The headphones themselves were, junky. Sony headphones are, they're nice headphones. I've been through all the headphones. I settled on Bose. For your earbuds. My earbuds. I like those better than the headphones like we're wearing right now. I like these for radio, but when I'm around town, I don't wear these. Well, I got some disturbing news yesterday. Bose Corporation spies on its wireless headphone customers by using an app that tracks the music, podcasts, and other audio they listen to and violates their privacy rights by selling the information without permission. Who runs Bose? Diane Douglas? Oh! Did I say that? Oh! They're being sued. The complaint filed on Tuesday by Kyle Zack in federal court in Chicago seeks an injunction to stop Bose's wholesale disregard for the privacy of customers who download its free Bose Connect app from Apple Inc. or Google Play stores to their smartphones, like I have. Christopher Dorr, he's the lawyer, he said that people should be uncomfortable with this. People put headphones on their head because they think it's private, but they can be giving out information they don't want shared. So far, Bose has not responded, but they're talking about on these headphones. I mean, their annual headphone sales, $3.5 billion. $3.5 billion with a B as in boy dollars. How do I get in on this lawsuit? Because I am deeply offended. Oh wow, these are after paying $350 for his Quiet Comfort 35 headphones. Quiet Comfort 35. I don't have those. Zach said he told his Bose suggestion to get the most out of your headphones by downloading the app. But see, that app is where they're able to get all that information and then send it off to advertisers. It's just the latest. But, our TV spy on us. Our computers spy on us. Should we be concerned? I mean, who is it that said? It was an FBI Director James Comey said there's no such thing as privacy anymore. Is there such a thing as privacy anymore? There's no privacy. You're watching TV and the TV's watching you. We had Zuckerberg. There was a photo taken of Zuckerberg. He had his computer and he had a piece of tape over the camera. Because if Zuckerberg is doing that, there's something to this, right? I'm to the point now where, okay, whatever. I don't want, I close my computer when I'm not using it. If the smartphone is watching, or the smart TV is watching TV when I'm watching TV, that's fine because I don't watch TV. The fact that anytime you type anything up on a computer, it knows it. It's probably sent off somewhere. We don't have any privacy anymore. That's my conclusion here. We have none. Unless you just don't use these toys. Right. You are unfazed by this. You're unbothered by it. It's not like it's not like that these companies can't tap into your cheap headphones.
I decided a long time ago that everyone's kind of watching everybody. And guess what? Some people are very much okay with it.
Well, the people who use Facebook, Snapchat,
which is basically everybody.
We're giving away information in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Look, between Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and all the, Snapchat, as you just said, Instagram, all these different things that we just post stuff to, of course we're giving away information.
Okay, so that's probably why nobody's bothered by it.
We do it voluntarily. I'm just saying.
Cops arrest a woman who battered her beau in a ham dispute. Ham. Like the food. Yes. They quarreled over how to best cook delicious ham. A couple's Easter weekend argument over how to best cook a ham ended with the arrest of Pennsylvania woman who allegedly sliced her boyfriend with an 11-inch steak knife. According to the criminal complaint, Carice Raven, 28, and Greg Serb, 52, quarreled Saturday afternoon in the kitchen of their home they share in Center County. Police responded to the residents following a 911 call about an active domestic assault involving a knife. Upon entering the couple's house, a cop found the shirtless Serb. He got cut, assorted wounds, because she was mad over how to cook a ham. This is terrible. He was getting his ham out of the oven. For unknown reasons, she grabbed the knife and just began swinging at him. She didn't like the way he cooked the ham.
I've been shot, stabbed, hit with a brick. I done shot people, stabbed people, hit them with a brick. Got married 3 times. I was shot, stabbed, hit with a brick by my wife. That's the first wife. Second wife, I shot, I stabbed, I hit her with a brick.
Then she hit him with a ceramic bowl upside the head. The Serb fled the house, and then she threw the ham at him. She threw the large ham and his shoes. That's a serious ham connoisseur there. You're gonna go through that kind of rage. Judge set her unsecured bail at $25,000. Would you pay the bail? Would you pay the bail, Ross? I think I have to leave her there. At least till I eat my ham. I could bail her out after my ham was done. Oh, here we go. Sunday Night Victor, ladies and gentlemen, the original table setter way back in the day. Happy anniversary, Sunday Night Victor. We just celebrated our 7th anniversary of the show, and you were a part of that.
Holy cow! It's been 7 years.
7 years since we started Sunday nights on the Sunday Night Show on KQTH.
Oh my goodness!
Known as the Truth back then, actually.
Congratulations. Actually, the reason I called, as the father of a daughter, I feel your pain, my friend. I had to raise a daughter. I did have what I believe is probably a slight advantage over you, because I was a single dad, and I did not have to worry about the interference of a mother who would try to get between me and my daughter when I would put my foot down, which was very frequently.
It is. Boy, I tell you what, we won't even comment on that right there, Victor.
Yeah, we don't have
Go
to.
ahead.
We don't have to. But anyway, I kept my daughter on a very short leash, which at the time she did not appreciate. There were many times when there were silent suppers and she was not talking to me and everything else, but everything worked out okay. Just wait if you think it's bad now, wait till Reagan brings home some pimply-faced young punk. But anyway, after it was all said and done, and she grew up and she married a wonderful man and produced a bunch of wonderful grandchildren for me.
Grandbabies.
She came to me after her first child was born, and she gave me a big hug, and she said, "Dad, I have to thank you." And I said, "Well, you're welcome, but what is this for?" She says, "I don't know how you did it." She said, "I have a husband that helps me. He helps feed the baby, and he changes diapers and this and that and the other, and you had to do it all alone. I don't know how you found the time to do it." And I said, "Well, it wasn't easy, and, since you're a grown-up lady, I can admit to you, I did not get very much action during those years."
You had to sacrifice, Victor. You sacrificed.
I sacrificed, but it's worth it, because now I have 3 wonderful grandchildren, and, it all worked out okay. But again, when the boyfriend comes along, you will have to put your foot down again and again and again, and you will get the silent treatment. Let me warn you.
Oh, yeah. We're swimming in those waters. We're swimming in those waters.
Thank you. You just need to make sure you stay on the good side of Janine, because that may not be easy.
Well, I tell you what, we're going through the transitional phase here, Victor, Ross was asking me what about the boys. To me, the boys are easier. It's probably harder on her, on my wife, but I don't know, something about the baby girl. I can't even say it.
I had a particular incident with a boyfriend of my daughter's that was really a nasty, nasty guy. And I put my foot down, and I made sure that he would not see her again. And she got very mad at me. She says, "Don't tell me you're doing this for me." I said, "No, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Because if you marry this guy, I will have to kill him.
There you
and then
go.
I'll go to jail."
See, I like that logic.
For me.
See, that was being, that was managing the situation.
Yes.
Victor, I want to thank you very much for your advice, your sage advice. I know that you're a good man. The only thing I have to correct you on is there will be no boyfriends. There will be no leaving. My daughter's not going anywhere. I'm not, just no, absolutely not. But thank you very much anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the table setter from the Sunday night days, Victor. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH Tucson's News and Talk. Yeah. Somebody told me to build a wall. Build a wall, James. She's not your baby anymore. Shut your mouth. Hormones are not allowed in my house. Yeah. Tomorrow is Science Day. They're having some march in Washington D.C. No, it's Earth Day. I'm sorry. Tomorrow is Earth Day. Earth Day is tomorrow. That's great. And people are celebrating the Earth and all that kind of stuff. Here's what I have to say about that. And we've done this before. I would like to celebrate Earth Day right now because we're not on the air tomorrow. So here is my ode to Earth Day, my friends.
We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters. Let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
That's from 1968. That's the Apollo space mission. They're looking at the moon or the Earth, and they're reading Genesis from the Bible, my friends. If this were like the NASA of Obama's administration, they would have said. No, but back then they were like they believed in the Bible. They believed in God, who created the earth. So let's give all praise to God for creating the earth. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Happy Earth Day. We'll be back with more. We got the conspiracy fact coming up with Michael Dorman. He'll be in studio, my friends. One more hour to go before the long, dreadful weekend is upon us. Imagine your whole life without the circus. You're listening to 104.1 KQTH.